This is the new, all-new Humber Sports Pro 1000, 10 metres long, based on the commercial hull that they've been successfully selling for a little while now. But this is the first departure for Humbers, as far as I know, into the luxury sports boat market. And looking at this boat from the pontoon over there yesterday, I didn't even realise it was a Humber. I thought it was a sort of Italian or something very sleek and trick, but actually it's a good old traditional Humber hull with all jazzed up and modernised and looking very, very modern indeed. The dashboard, all the angles and what have you on the fittings, the stern, the way they've got all the moulded stone and everything, lots of angles, lots of modern ideas built into it. In fact, it's so modern that it's probably unlike any other British rib that I've seen, other than perhaps the Pasco. Very, very impressed by the way these hulls perform offshore. This is a truly seaworthy hull that's been proven over and over in commercial activities, been proven by the police, by military, by just about every authority. And it's quite interesting that Humbers have a range of boats which all come from the original design back in 1978, which was the original Humber Attack, and they've exponentially blown the boats up and up and up. That doesn't necessarily always work in terms of performance and handling, but in case of Humbers it does, and this boat is exemplary in the way it performs. The actual hull derived many years ago from a racing sports boat hull, and the handling on that hull was good enough to win the Rouen 24-hour powerboat race in very rough conditions. So if it can do that, you can see why this boat's handling is impeccable. You've got a very, very high bow, the water is all thrown down, it doesn't slam very much, in fact it doesn't slam. You can take off and land in this boat with contemptuous ease. You probably won't be able to stuff it in a following sea because it's got such tremendous lift. And because it's got a big beam, there's space galore to walk around. You've got your flexi-teak deck, you've got all the controls and everything in the right place. But, of course, what you have got on this particular boat, which is not on many, is the suspension seats are their own homegrown device. You've got a motorcycle-type shock absorber here, which has got preload and rebound in it, so you can make it get as hard or as soft as you like, and that gives you a cushioned ride when you're going offshore. So, in addition to having a very good soft-riding hull, you've got this seating which should take all the bash and crash out of it when you're going around fast. You've also got this very big rear seat, and that's certainly good for 3 people, probably 4, and you're nice and deep in it, and you've got good grab handles on the side as well. Probably be, we found yesterday that trying to get hold of the boat from the side when we were changing boats doing photography, that handles on the side would be a bit useful, and I believe that on a production version of this is the prototype, this is the first one they did. They will be available as extras, but maybe even be standard equipment later on. This boat was made in a week, just before the show, literally. They got it down here last minute. So the fact that it handles and drives and does everything it does so perfectly is testament to Humber's experience in the marketplace, that it just works just like that. There's a little few things that need tidying up on the boat, because it is the first of a new range, but overall very, very, very impressed. It looks right, it handles right, it's toughly built, it'll go through just about anything, and it looks equally good here in Cowes as it would do in the Mediterranean, and definitely for Humbers that's a first. If I were looking around for a boat of this nature, this size, this capacity, this capability, I would expect to be paying over £100,000. This boat comes in at just under £100,000 with twin E-Tech 300 horsepower outboards on the back. They're the Evinrude E-Techs. Top speed on the boat, about 60 knots. I say about because unfortunately we didn't manage to get an accurate top speed out of it. Acceleration on it is simply staggering. The E-Techs perform like no other outboard motor in terms of instant power. So if you're looking for a thrill the excitement of really fast acceleration and coming out of the corners quickly, this boat delivers it, really does deliver it. I think this is great value. £98,000, 60 knot performance, superb handling, certainly be a boat that I would consider and definitely put on my shortlist.